Hey everyone, it's Ash here. So, before we dive into the first episode, I want to take a moment to share the heart behind this series, the why that has brought this to life. This is called Know Your Ballot series. Have you ever stared at your ballot like, who are these people? That's what we're addressing with this new series. So, let's dive on in. For so many people, voting feels overwhelming, not because they don't care, but because the ballot itself can feel like a maze. It can be really confusing. You open it up, and suddenly you're staring at these titles, and you've never heard of them before. There's roles that no one has explained, maybe in high school. And how many years has it been since we've been out of high school, right? And questions that are written in a language that feel like it was just designed to confuse you, that legal jargon. So, when you're faced with these moments and you don't exactly know what to do, it's really important that we figure out a way to simplify these things for easy digestion, easy way to kind of take it in and really focus on a better tomorrow, right? Finding our voice, being able to feel like our vote matters and counts. So, in that moment when a lot of people freeze, I want you to feel confident and secure and understanding of what's on our ballots. So, no reason to skip the questions, no reason to, just guess and check C when you can really know what is actually going on your ballot. I believe that we deserve better than that. So, this series is created to give you something simple: clarity, no opinions, no politics, no pressure, just clarity. Because when you understand what you're looking at, when you know each role and how it affects your daily life and why it matters, you step into the voting booth with confidence instead of confusion. You vote from a place of awareness instead of guessing, and you participate with intention instead of fear. And that matters. You matter. This matters. It matters for our families, it matters for our communities, and it matters for our future. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. That's your choice, your voice, your power. I'm here to help you understand what you're voting on so you can make decisions that align with your values, your priorities, and your vision for the place that you call home. Every episode in this series is going to break down one role, one position, or maybe even a question that you might see on the ballot. No politics, no noise, just clear, concise, and simple communication with explanations in everyday language. Because informed people make empowered choices, and empowered choices shape strong communities. So, if you've ever felt overwhelmed by a ballot, if you've ever wished someone would just explain things plainly, if you've ever wanted to feel more confident and grounded when you vote, then this series is for you. Let's learn together, let's grow together, and let's make sure that when we step into the voting booth, you know exactly what you're looking at. Welcome to the series Know Your Ballot. All right, so let's dive on into our very first episode here. Sorry, got my hair in my mouth there. So let's dive into our very first episode is going to be on the county commissioner. If you've ever wondered who makes decisions about local budgets, parks, roads, zoning, and community services, then this episode is for you. So, a county commissioner is a elected an official who serves the county commission, the governing body that makes decisions for the entire county. They set policies, they approve budgets, and they oversee services that directly affect your daily life. Think of them as the local leaders who shape how your community grows, functions, and invests in the future. In Florida, county commissioners typically serve 4-year terms. Some counties have term limits and some do not. It depends on the county charter. Commissioners may be elected countywide or by district, depending on your county structure. You'll usually see this position on your ballot during midterm elections. That's a little bit more about their role as a county commissioner. Let's take a look here a little bit about their responsibilities. So, here's what a county commissioner are responsible for in their day to day: approving the county budget and deciding how tax dollars are spent on services and infrastructure, managing local services, including parks and libraries, animal services, waste management, and public transportation, They oversee zoning and land use, deciding what can be built where, from housing to businesses to industrial sites. This also includes supporting affordable housing planning. That's really important, especially in today's market, right? Maintaining roads and infrastructure, including sidewalks, traffic signals, and county roadways. Setting local ordinances, creating rules that apply within the county. Supporting public safety, working with the sheriff, fire rescue, and emergency management, representing residents, listening to community concerns, and advocating for local needs. This role shapes the look, feel, and function of your community. To showcase some real world examples, here are a few decisions county commissioners make. They approve funding for new parks and community centers or libraries, deciding whether new housing developments get approved, setting rules for short term rentals and noise ordinances, expanding and improving public transportation, funding road repairs and traffic improvements, supporting local economic development projects, and allocating money for emergency response and disaster recovery. And we know here in Florida, those hurricanes are no joke. So your county commissioner is the one who helps with those things. Let's look at some fun facts, right? County commissioners often have 5 to 7 members depending on the county. Commissioners hold public meetings where residents can speak directly about issues. This is one of the most impactful local roles, but also one of the least understood. And I can see why, right? They encompass a lot of different things they're responsible for. So, what kind of qualities would you look for in a candidate? You'll vote for the county commissioner every 4 years, depending on your district. When researching candidates, you should look for qualities like transparency, community engagement, fiscal responsibility, and clear understanding of local issues. This role requires both leadership and a deep connection to the community, right? You need somebody that's going to get out there, meet you face to face, talk to you about the issues, understand your needs, and then go advocate for them. So, county commissioners make decisions that shape your everyday life, from the roads you drive on to the parks you and your family enjoy. When you understand what this office does, you vote with clarity and confidence. And so, if this episode has helped you, subscribe for the next one where we are going to break down the school board member, the elected leaders who set policies for our public schools. Take a second and let that settle in, because the more you understand your ballot, the more powerful your voice becomes. And trust me, once you start seeing how all these pieces fit together, it really starts to make sense. So don't stop here. Come with me to the next episode. There's so much more to uncover. Thanks so much. See you all then. Have a good one.